Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of The Stark Effect. Okay, so if you like the videos and the content, drop down below, let me know. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Yeah, if I'm a little out of it, it's because I'm a little under the weather, but I'm feeling a little bit better. This week was tough. I'm having like a little sinus situation, but I'm getting through it. And I just wanted to cover some of the topics that have been in the news. Sorry I was gone for about 8 or 9 days. Whenever I'm gone that long, it usually means I'm working or something is wrong. Well, not always something wrong. Sometimes I might be a little tired, but I had to do like a cover for from a job. Okay, so I had to write a cover story for that, and then yeah, and that takes a lot of energy and time. But neither here nor there. I'm excited to be back. Okay, so there's a lot going on in the news cycle. We have stuff happening in our current governmental administration. We got some things going on there. It's a lot going on in this country. So, my goal with this show is to report, some of the entertainment stuff, some of the hard news stuff. Yeah. So if you have any ideas of things I should cover, please let me know. One hot topic, and it's a sad topic as well. It's the singer D4vd. Also, when I chuckle, that's just like a little nervous laugh that I do when it's like information that makes me uncomfortable. I'll do a little nervous chuckle there. But there is a singer D4vd, okay? He is a 20-year-old singer, okay? And he is known for his album called Withered. He has a lot of singles, but what happened on September 8th, it was breaking news. And sorry, y'all, I got this ponytail on, child, and it's itchy in the back, girl. It's a little jawstring, okay? But it's itchy on the back, but this is some cute little hair, okay? Okay, so I have a People magazine article. It's written by Caroline Blair. But really quickly, what I want to run through is on September 8th, there was a Tesla found in a Hollywood tow yard. So it's the Hollywood tow yard, allegedly the one in Hollywood off of Mansfield Boulevard. I actually wrote a report on this when it first happened. I didn't get to write a follow-up report, but there have been multiple reports, following the initial report. So I actually reported on it myself. I was like literally calling LAPD. Y'all, I had my Inspector Gadget hat on, girl. I was actually reporting on this for the outlet that I work for. But anyways, we're going to use this People magazine article, and the headline here, it's about the singer D4vd. So quickly, before I read the headline, D4vd, whose real name is David Anthony Burke, is a musician with songs that have gone viral on TikTok. He has a few records. He has some hit records under his belt. On September 8th, a body was discovered in a car registered to him. That car was a Tesla, and this was in Hollywood. Authorities later identified the body as 15-year-old Celeste Rivas, who was reported missing in 2024. The headline of this article, it reads, "Who is D4vd? What to know about the singer after the body of a teenage girl was found in his Tesla." The sub-headline, that's a small little line at the bottom of the article, it reads, "Human remains were found in an impounded car registered to the singer, in singer D4vd's name on September 8th. All right, so with this story, what happened is that people who lived in that neighborhood, they were smelling an odor. There were reports of an odor, right? And the odor came from this particular car. There were multiple reports in the neighborhood of Hollywood on Mansfield Street, which is over there by the In and Out on Hollywood. Y'all know where that's at. It's like an IHOP in that area as well if you live in LA, right? So, people were reporting the smell, and it was an impounded car. Police started to dig deeper in it, and they found a bag of chopped up human remains. At the time when this first happened last week, it immediately sparked an investigation. They did find out that the car was registered to D4vd. Now, when I actually did my report, let me not be shady, but they told me that they didn't know any information. Okay, and maybe it's because the outlet that I work for is a little smaller, right? We're a smaller traditional outlet. But I noticed how they were telling mainstream media all the tea. Like they were telling TMZ, they were telling ABC, and I'm saying I'm talking about LAPD, child. They were telling them all the tea. But when I called, they wasn't trying to tell me. So I was like, oh, okay, you must not know my outlet. Okay, a little shade there, all right. But they were telling everybody else. They were telling everybody else everything. But they, once they got these complaints, they immediately launched a death investigation, which brought us to where we are now. So that's just like a little rundown of what has occurred with this situation with D4vd, who was an artist, a Gen Z artist. So so let's read the article here really briefly. Let's just run through this article here. If I stutter, bear with me, okay? It's been a long day, but I'm here. I'm a little congested. She has her Trader Joe's sparkling water, green apple. Never had a green apple sparkling water before, but it tastes pretty good. Hold on, let me take a little sip. Give me 1 second. Oh, that messed up my lip gloss. I need to reapply. Before we begin, how y'all feeling tonight, girl? I'm recording this on Friday night. You're probably gonna see this Saturday or Sunday sometime when it comes out. But yeah, I really appreciate y'all checking out my podcast. Shout out to my new subscribers. If you're watching, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for being patient. I think some people they're looking. We all like a little mess. I always say this. I'm like everybody likes mess, even the people who say they don't like mess. But my content's a little bit more different. I'm not coming here. My goal is to not be like this rage baity creator. That's not like the energy that I want to live in or exist in. So I'm more calm, more happy, and if it's mess, it's fun mess. Okay, it's a good time. I don't want it to be like this, crazy, tea channel where we're just like exposing people. Girl, everyone's exposed and tea. Ooh. That's not, that's not the vibe that I want to go for. Although we love a good cackle. Okay, but anyways, let's get to the article now. So. Once again, the article is titled, Who is D4vd? What to Know About the Singer After the Body of a Teenage Girl Was Found in His Tesla. So I went through the initial details. The impounded car was found on September 8th in a Hollywood tow yard, okay? Allegedly, let's say allegedly here, because the only tow yard that's on that block is Hollywood Tow, right? I know that they don't want to talk publicly. They want to protect their brand. That's what I'm saying. Allegedly, this is all for entertainment purposes. By the way, entertainment purposes, although it's been published in mainstream media and indie media, independent media as well. It's a real thing, but for entertainment purposes only, y'all. Okay. So once again, the artist's real name is David Anthony Burke. He started off as a YouTube creator. This is a People article written by Caroline Blair. He started off as a YouTube creator before he rose to fame as a musician. He became well known after releasing the 22 songs Romantic Homicide and Here With Me, which both became viral songs on TikTok. He went on to release two EPs. One of the EPs was called Petals to Thorns, and the next EP was called The Last Petals, and embarked on tours for both of those particular EPs. In 2025, D4vd released his debut album. It is titled Withered. Sorry, for some reason, I'm having an allergy thing in my face is itchy. Okay, I have like this horrible pimple. I'm going through some things, but let's get through it. So after he released that in 2025, earlier this year, he released his debut album, Withered, and began touring across the world as part of the Withered World Tour. That tour began in April of 2025, according to this article. However, D4vd made headlines in September after he was identified as the owner of an impounded Tesla with human remains found in the Tesla. The body was identified as 15-year-old Rivas. Okay, the Los Angeles County medical examiner confirmed to People magazine. While her date of death is listed as September 8th, her cause of death was deferred, according to this article, which means they're still determining both the cause and the manner. Now, what's really interesting about this is that the singer, he is fully cooperating with LAPD for this investigation. Well, let's just say with law enforcement, with authorities for this investigation, according to NBC Los Angeles. Let's see. His representative has confirmed that to NBC Los Angeles that he is fully, in quote, fully cooperating with investigators. I said LAPD earlier. Let me not say that. Investigators. In the midst of the investigation, he canceled one of his scheduled tour stops. Meanwhile, Rivas's family established a GoFundMe where they wrote about her or how heartbreaking they are by the situation. So we already know that he has hits, right? He has performed as an opening act for artists such as SZA. He's also won 2 BMI Pop Awards. Um, another one of his records, if I did not say it earlier, I believe I did say this earlier. One of them is Here With Me, another one is Romantic Homicide. He's been making music for a while, so we already know that. We already know about the body that was found on September 8th. This 15-year-old girl, Celeste Rivas, here, I'm just going to hold up my computer and show a photo. Poor girl. This is really sad. And here's the thing. Both of them have matching tattoos. That's also been found by investigators in this particular story. Both of them have matching tattoos that say "sh" on them. So SHHHH, sh, like sh. Both of them have that tattoo. So, anyways, here's a photo of the girl. I might either insert a photo or here. Let me just hold up my computer and show you. 1 second. Hold on. Isn't this sad? Oh my goodness, let me grab my mic. This is so sad. Poor little girl. So unfortunate. Poor little girl. Now, there has been a lot going on with this story. Apparently, um, her remains, at the time, she was 15 years old, right? She went missing in 2024. So, 15 years old at the time of being found or at the time of being missing. The Riverside County Sheriff's Office told NBC News that Rivas is, in quote, the juvenile who was reported missing from Lake Elsinore. Um, let's see. The office further told the Los Angeles Times that she was first reported missing on April 5th of 2024. So it's been a little bit over a year. It's been like a year and a half or almost a year and a half since she's been missing. Um, yes, it's been a little over a year. So yeah, about a year and a half. Authorities have not disclosed further information about Rivas or if she had any possible connection to D4vd. The medical examiner's office told NBC News that Rivas was wearing a tube top, black leggings, a yellow bracelet, and stud earrings. Now, the Los Angeles Police Department has not shared a cause of death or the manner of the investigation. So, as of September 18th, which is yesterday, the LAPD has not released information on Rivas's cause of death or the manner of the investigation, although they initially told NBC News that they were investigating this incident as a homicide. They shared a follow-up statement apologizing for declaring it a homicide investigation. Police have also shared if there are any people of interest in the case or if they plan to file any charges. Let me read that one more time. I read that wrong. Police have also not shared if there are any people of interest in the case or if they plan to file any charges. Okay, but one thing that's been really going viral about this story is that they both of them allegedly had the same tattoos. So, according to this, investigators have not released any information on whether or not uh, the singer D4vd and Rivas had any sort of connection. However, the medical examiner identified Rivas as having a tattoo that read "sh," so it's SHHH with ellipses on her right index finger, per the Los Angeles Times. Meanwhile, a photo of D4vd from September of 2024 shows him having the same tattoo on his right index finger. Authorities have not yet addressed the seemingly matching tattoos, but that has been literally circulating the internet. All right, so we have a lot of people on the internet speculating what's going on. Now, when I was scrolling through the internet, this is not People Magazine, this is not Los Angeles Times, this is just what I saw on the internet. I saw something on the internet and I forgot where I saw it. I believe I saw it on Instagram, not TikTok. I saw it on an independent media outlet. Apparently, allegedly, the two met allegedly. Let me say allegedly here. Allegedly, because I don't know if this independent outlet was just doing this for clicks and views, but apparently one of the speculations that I have seen circulating the internet is that these two met when she was 11, when she was 11 years old and he was 17 years old, right? So, there is an age difference there. So they met a while ago. So he was 17, she was 11. And then, let's see, let me do the math here. Yeah, so she was about 12 or 11, and he was 17. And then flash forward to, him being 20 and her being 15. The numbers are off a little bit, but I read on one of these independent outlets. It was an independent one. It wasn't a blog. It wasn't nothing like that. It was like an independent one. They said that both of them allegedly met on social media in like a chat room. So either like a Discord, something like that. If I find it, I will post it in this video. But that's just one of the speculations that are happening, that he actually knew this girl well before she was 15. Okay. Let's see. Now, back to this article. D4vd was on a tour at the time of the investigation but canceled one of his shows. So as the news of the remains being found broke, according to People magazine, D4vd was in the midst of his Withered World Tour in North America. He continued performing from Minneapolis on September 9th to Portland, Oregon on September 15th. However, he canceled his show in Seattle, but was scheduled to take that show was scheduled to take place on September 16th. D4vd did not share a statement on the cancellation at the time. D4vd is set to perform in San Francisco on September 19th and Los Angeles the following day. So that's today. He was scheduled to perform in San Francisco today, and he will be performing in LA tomorrow. So, yeah. All right. He is fully cooperating with authorities. Celeste Rivas' family is heartbroken and devastated by her death. I already said that earlier. And here is what the family has to say. So they broke their silence after her body was found. They launched a GoFundMe. It's titled "Help Lay Celeste Rivas Hernandez to Rest," and they launched that today. Oh, sorry, yesterday, on September 18th. As many of you know, here is a statement from the family. As many of you know, Celeste Rivas Hernandez has been identified as the body found last week. Organizers Esmeralda Lozano and Giselle Vera wrote. Here's the rest of the statement here. She was a beloved daughter, sister, cousin, and friend. Her family is heartbroken and devastated by this tragic loss. They are seeking help to lay her body to rest. Any funds you are able to donate are greatly appreciated. They signed off the letter, the Rivas Hernandez family. Uh, and they shared that her service is scheduled for October 5th. So, this situation has been making the headlines every day. There seems to be an update. I remember when it first broke, they found another car in South LA. Uh, not South LA, correction. They found another car in downtown LA, where they had another body in it, and they were trying to connect the two, but then they realized that the two had no connection. So, really, really shocking. He's so young. I'm like, you're 20 years old. What are you doing? Journalist hat is off. Commentary time. You're 20 years old. We don't know what you're doing, but allegedly something is going wrong. I can't say that unalive somebody. I can't say that. But I just think it's kind of spooky ooky. These people, they be in the industry and stuff, child, and some of them be into some things. I'm just going to be a little spooky ooky out here in these streets. Shout out to Kiki Palmer. So it's just really sketchy. This, at the end of the day, whether he did it or not, we do not know that, but he is cooperating with the police. Okay, they have matching tattoos. It's looking a little spooky ooky. All right. But we don't know. We don't have the facts yet. So we do not know. The investigation is still going. He's cooperating with the authorities. Drop down below and let me all know what you think about this. Do you think that, hey, he might have some ties to it? The body was found in a registered car, registered in his name, and the body was just sitting at this tow yard, and no one knew until the body started decomposing and smelling, right? It's really unfortunate. At the end of the day, we don't know what happens to the girl, but this is sad that she was so young. Oh my God, like this world is crazy. This is a child. So, really crazy situation. Really, really crazy situation here. Yeah, drop down below and you all let me know what you all think about this particular topic. It has been taking the world by storm. Thank you for watching another episode of The Stark Effect. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. If there's anything that you want me to talk about, please let me know. I appreciate you for watching.